I was not even finished with the donut and I couldn't wait till I had another donut. Like, that's how I know I was addicted. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Megan. I give tips, tricks, and ideas on how to live a healthy lifestyle and actually enjoy yourself. So today we're gonna be talking about something that I actually unintentionally turned into one of my New Year's resolutions, and that is to break my sugar addiction. My ice maker. So I know that many Americans and people outside of the US probably too are addicted to sugar. And I know especially here in America, there's all kinds of processed foods that sugar is actually pumped into. And from the outside, it might seem like it's a healthy food option, but there's actually hidden sugars in there that also have other ingredients that make it addicting. And I know for me personally, I have had a sugar addiction. I don't even know how long I've had it. So I've been addicted to donuts, cupcakes, birthday cake pops from Starbucks is a huge one. I used to love like Frappuccinos from Starbucks, which is literally just sugar, like barely even any coffee. Cakes, cinnamon rolls, French toast, syrup, pancakes, like all that stuff. I loved it. Candy, not so much, but like the baked goods and like caramel, vanilla, chocolate, like that kind of thing with frosting, birthday cake flavored stuff, like I went ham. So I'm gonna tell you my story and how I started to overcome my sugar addiction. I wouldn't say I've 100% broken free from my sugar addiction, but I'm almost there. And I do some pretty drastic stuff to break this addiction. So first and foremost, I drove across the country from Cleveland, Ohio to Sacramento, California, and that is about a 34-hour drive in the car. And I knew that I didn't really like to be in the car anyways. I don't have any kind of problem flying, but being in the car for long periods of time, I do get motion sickness. So I just feel extremely nauseous after being in the car for so long, all day long. Like, we would do 8 or 9 hours, 10 hours per day. So I would take Dramamine and I would just like knock myself out on the road. But anyways, so the fact that I was nauseous, I didn't want to eat anything. I mean, I ate a little bit, like I ate breakfast and then snack a little bit throughout the day and then dinner. And we were out on the road, so I was really conscious of like, what am I eating for breakfast? I'll get like the free breakfast while we're at the hotels, and then snacking. I was just trying to eat like really light, really simple foods that wouldn't make me nauseous, and then for dinner I would just eat whatever. I've overcome other like food addictions, if you want to call it that, as far as like processed food goes, but when it comes to sugar, it was something that I honestly didn't even think I was going to be able to do it. I love sugar so much that, and I loved like those junk foods that I listed, like the donuts and everything, like cake pops at Starbucks, like all that. Oh my God. So I loved that stuff so much that I knew deep down, I was like, oh my God, how am I ever gonna give this up? Like all like pizza, fast food, like I don't care about any of that stuff, but like if there's a donut with like vanilla frosting and sprinkles on it, like I want that. Like when I'm driving by Krispy Kreme donuts, like I want one. So drastic change number one, I'm driving across the country for, I think it ended up taking us 5 or 6 days because we got stuck in the snow in the mountains in Reno, so that was fun. So I had to drive across the country and I was in the car all day long. And then when I got to our new apartment here in Sacramento, my car broke down and I literally was stuck in this apartment for 5 days when my car was in the shop. So I had no way to get to the store, and my boyfriend knows that I'm addicted to sugar, so even if I asked him, let's go get X, Y, and Z, like a cinnamon roll or whatever it was, he would be like, Megan, no, you don't need that, it's bad for you. So even though I was like fiending for sweets, like I was like looking around the house, like he doesn't keep anything in here because he's not addicted to sugar. So I was like looking around, like I had nothing, and I was stuck in this house with no car and I had nothing to eat. That was sugar. So that was drastic change number two. So today is February 8th when I'm filming this, and from January 1st to now, I can't really remember like what I ate around like Christmas and New Year's and stuff. I'm sure I went ham because it was like, you know, the holidays, there's sweets everywhere. You go to parties, cookies, whatever. So I'm sure I had sweets around then, around the holidays, I always do. So today's February 4th, 2019, and from January 1st to now, the only things that I can remember eating that were sweet, like junk food sweets that I actually like, is a couple chocolate covered pretzels that were on our road trip that we just had in the car with us packed. One day I had waffles at the hotel in the morning on our road trip. I had a couple birthday cake cookies that we made here because I just wanted them that bad. I had one chocolate chip cookie, one oatmeal cookie, a mini cupcake, like those little baby ones, and then maybe 3 birthday cake pops. And besides that, oh wait, and 1 cinnamon roll that was like that big. So besides those, I've had coffee with like flavor in it, like the syrup. I don't really consider that like that bad. Maybe it is, I don't know. But anyways, that's all I've had this entire time. I used to be so addicted to sugar, I would be programming myself to eat a meal and then eat a sweet after like every meal. Like it got so bad that I was never like craving sugar first thing in the morning. Like the thought of waking up and eating something sugary made me nauseous. I always wanted like avocado toast, eggs, whatever. But then even after breakfast, I was like, ooh, like I wish I had pancake with syrup right now, like hella syrup on it. And after lunch, I would want something. After dinner, I would want something. Like I programmed myself to eat something like salty, savory. Eat something savory and then something sweet. Like each time I ate throughout the day. Like that's how bad this got. And I'm so proud of myself that I've actually basically broken this addiction. I no longer feel like I'm like salivating if I see a cupcake or a cookie somewhere or a donut. Like I was at the grocery store yesterday and I looked at the donuts and I was kind of like, I don't need one. But the old me would be like, I must get one. I know that my sugar addiction was holding me back from my fitness goals. And I'm just so happy that I've been able to do this. So I'm sharing this with you guys and hoping that some of my story maybe will relate to you. And I'm gonna share some tips right now on other ways to overcome your sugar addiction, because maybe you're not driving across the country and maybe you're not stuck in the house without a car, because that's how I did it. But other than that, some of my tips would be watching the Sugar Film documentary on Netflix. This really opened my eyes. Like I knew sugar was bad for me. My mom's a dental hygienist and her best friend is a dentist. So I grew up like caring about teeth and everything, brushing and flossing, all that stuff. And I know how bad sugar is for your teeth, let alone the rest of your body too. Oh my God. I'm watching this, like I think that Mountain Dew is disgusting, but I do eat sugar in other forms, so I know how bad it is for me. So that really opened my eyes, and that's another thing that I do when it comes to health and fitness, is when I'm researching things that are bad for me when I'm eating it, what is it doing to my body? So that's a big tip. So there's one. The next is to chug water. That's a given. Always chug your water. Get it all out of the house. Like when I was stuck here in the house and there was none around, I couldn't do anything about it. I didn't have a car. So get everything out of the house, start going through your cabinets and your fridge, like read the labels, make sure it's lower sugar. And you know, you might be surprised if something's like this healthy juice or whatever, and it's like got all this added sugar in it and it's like 22 grams of sugar or something, and then there's more than one serving in the bottle. Like you just need to go do your research, look around what you actually have. It can be really eye-opening. Here's another good one. So if you start to get a sugar craving, check the time, see what time it is, maybe set a timer on your phone for an hour or something. And then as the time goes by, if you're still really feeding for that sugar or whatever, that little sweet, after an hour, maybe give in and just get like a little bit, like a little piece of chocolate, dark chocolate or something. But a lot of the times I noticed that when I was really addicted to sugar and I didn't have access to it, I would have like a wave of, I really need this sugar, and then it would go away if I didn't have any, and I'm just like, this is crazy. And then sometimes when I would give in to my sugar addiction, I would eat something and then I still wanted more. That's how I knew I was addicted. Like I wasn't even satisfied. When I had the donut, I was not even finished with the donut and I couldn't wait till I had another donut. Like that's how I know I was addicted. So that's another good one. And then also brushing your teeth, or like having some kind of mint or gum or something like that. Maybe brush and floss your teeth. So I know this has helped me in the past if I'm like craving something. Like sometimes you're not even really hungry, but you're craving it and you don't even need it. Like you just ate dinner or whatever it was. You just ate lunch and you're full. Like you know you're full, but you like, maybe you're like me, you already programmed yourself to think, once I eat something savory, I need something sweet. So brush your teeth, chew some gum, floss your teeth, whatever. as far as fitness options and ideas. So these One bars are really good. It's literally a maple glazed donut flavored protein bar, and it's 1 gram of sugar. That's like why it's called One. So duh, that's a good one. And then Quest bars are obviously good. I like these s'mores flavored ones. What else do we have? We have blueberry flavored ones. Those are really good. And my tried and true. These ones, I don't know why, but these like are always so soft to me. I love them. Cookies and cream. So basically Oreo flavored Quest bars. Those are really good too. And then I'm gonna also have another video on my channel that'll be a whole separate video on how to make this, but it's a protein mug cake out of protein powder. It's of only a couple ingredients. It's really simple, and it's good for you. It's got lots of protein in it, obviously. And it actually, even when I was addicted to sugar, this helped me with my sugar addiction then. Like, it helped to satisfy me. So this is a good one too. I'll link that once it's up. And then obviously, if you're part of the fitness community, like, I don't know who doesn't know about this, but it's called Halo Top Ice Cream. 70 calories per half cup, and there's 4 servings in this. And then there is 5 grams of protein, 6 grams of sugar. Not bad. So here's another alternative to regular ice cream. And y'all, I'm telling you, the vanilla bean actually tastes like literal vanilla bean ice cream. Hashtag not sponsored, but hashtag should be. And then on Pinterest, there's tons of ideas. If you type in like protein waffle recipe, protein pancake recipe, protein whatever, fill in the blank, protein cupcake recipe. There's all kinds of stuff. So look up like a fit version of your favorite sweet. So I actually had a cake pop today with my cold brew from Starbucks, and now that I am not addicted to sugar, my taste buds have actually changed, and now when I eat something sweet, it's like punching me in the face. Like, that's how much flavor there is. And I remember eating cake pops when I was addicted to sugar, and it was almost like my tongue was numb to it. And now when I'm eating them, it's like so much flavor. Like, I can eat one and be done with it. That's why I'm okay with still having like a little treat here and there. Over this whole entire month or so, whatever it is, I've only had like 5 to 10 sweets, compared to I used to have a sweet basically every single day. Like, I've cut it down by so much, and I'm so proud of that. When I was eating that much sugar all the time, my tongue was numb to it, and now when I'm eating it, it's like so much more flavor, and it feels so sweet, and I'm like kind of, ooh, that's too sweet for me. Like, even when it comes to like alcohol and stuff, I've never been like a huge fan of alcoholic drinks. If it's like this huge daiquiri, strawberry daiquiri with like all these flavors in it and stuff, and it's like, or one that's like neon blue, like I don't like that stuff. I never really liked that anyways. But now I'm getting so sensitive to sugar that I only like a little bit. Like, some of this stuff is getting so sugary for me, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm pretty happy as far as my fitness goals go, because after the first week or so, I'm like, where the heck are my abs? I haven't eaten sweets. Like, what's going on? But now they're finally coming in, so I'm excited about that. You see them? I'm still gonna live my life. Like, if it's someone's birthday and there's cake, like, I'm gonna eat some. That's not gonna ruin my life. But it's just the fact that I'm not eating it every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and now I'm actually like in control of it.